Hello, boys and girls. It's me again. Are there really people complaining that I'm streaming too much? I've streamed 5 times in a week. I've streamed 6 times in a year. It depends where you measure your average from. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Are we all good? I'm still drinking my minty tea. It's too much vin. Now, we all know there's no such thing as too much vin. Goodness me. How do I feel about the new Peterborough manager? I was terrified for a minute. I had to look up how old he was. Luckily, he's a year older than me. I thought we might have hit the moment where for the first time ever, Posh appointed a manager younger than I am. And I'm still scarred from the first time we had a player younger than me, Matthew Everington, for those of you interested. Yeah, I don't think I could cope with us having a manager younger than I am. That would have been genuinely horrifying. But he is 44. I'm 43. We're all good. Hopefully he stays in the job for 10 years. Then Fergie comes back and does another 5. And I'm basically nearly 60 before we have a manager younger than me. And I'm quite happy then. I'm all right. But yeah, it was a scary moment. Very, very scary. But how are we? Are we all good? Have we all had a lovely day? There's a new Hotfix out. We're gonna start things off by looking at that again, I think. I haven't played on it yet. I've heard a worrying rumour it might have broken the game more than it was to begin with. So we'll have a look at what they tell us they fixed. And then we'll play the game. Now, obviously, even if it has broken it, there's another hotfix coming tomorrow. They promised us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is the Wednesday one. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Sports Interactive Maggio has posted a video of a mod that allows you to change player attributes based on RGB numbers. It's in Korean. That little try-hard dweeb. Does he speak Korean? Goodness me. Hello, YouTube, as well. I see you're there as well. Since the American is not streaming, I'll hang out with the British gentleman. I mean, I don't know if I'm happy being Zealand's reserve. You should choose me ahead of him. I'm a beautiful man. Zealand literally said on the internet that he wanted to bang me. How's the Lego City? I've not been there for like a week and a half. We're in football manager mode for a couple of weeks. Then we'll be back to a more even split between Lego and Football Manager. But for now, I need to make money to buy Lego by doing Football Manager stuff. See, that's how it all works. New hotfix, new bug. Whenever anyone scores, it just shows their squad number. Well, I'm very upset I don't get to find that one out for myself. But let's have a look at the hotfix stuff. I guess we've got the change list here. No, that's not the change list. That's the game. This is the change list. So, confirmation that it is available on Steam and Epic again. And I think we are due one tomorrow. That's interesting. Having more than 200,000 players active every day, almost double the amount compared to previous beta periods. So, that number tells me 2 things. One, I read it aren't listening. But one, even if every single one of those 200,000 players hated the game, they are by definition a small minority of the 20 million Football Manager players that exist. Kev was right all along. It is only a minority that doesn't like the game. Huzzah! But 2, the fact that there's over 200,000 people playing every day suggests that even if they have had a load of refunds, there's still more people playing than there ever has been on a beta previously. So that's good. I mean, it's handy for testing, isn't it? That's a good thing. Please don't post that on Reddit. I want to be able to turn my phone on again. I've got a new phone stand for my desk. There'll be a brand deal video coming soon. It's a sponsored phone stand. But because it puts my iPhone into that mode where it just shows you a load of photos, every time I look down it's a different picture of me in front of a WH Smith. That's all it's showing me. It's like that's all I take photos of, me outside WH Smith with my mouth open. It's quite distracting. I might have to put that away. Goodness me. Right, change list, that's what we're supposed to be doing. So As you would expect, various crash and stability fixes. That's quite important. Fixed club logos for unlicensed teams appearing in low resolution. I hadn't noticed that was an issue, but that obviously is an issue, and it is now fixed, supposedly. The list isn't as long as yesterday. Fixed an issue where players were able to be... Hold on. Fixed an issue where players that were set to be bald in the database had hair when playing matches. I mean... some of these bald people are probably fuming now. They got their hair back. Yeah, so bald people are supposed to be bald. I mean, no mention of... They've got... Their hair priority was, right, well, we can't let the baldies have hair. Let's not worry about the mohawk situation, but we've got to deal with the bald ones. Which is phenomenal stuff. Fixed player report attributes not alphabetically listing when changing languages. I don't really know what that one means. Fixed screen corruption on staff report when in mid or low resolution. We only play in a high resolution, so I don't know what that one was either. Fixed an issue where player names overlap with each other in opposition instructions. I mean, that seems like something that needed fixing. Fixed issue where bans have an empty state display. There's a few little things like that. I hope they've all been fixed. Oh, God. That's all right. I'm putting my phone away. That is a close-up of my face now. I don't need to see that. Goodness me. Fixed an issue. It's right there as well. I need to move the phone stand. Fixed an issue where the match sometimes would pause when changing instructions. Okay. I don't mind it pausing when changing instructions. I don't remember it happening, but I feel like that would be something you'd want deliberately. Like if it auto paused when you hit the tactics thing, I'd like that. It's always confused me why the game carries on when you're on there, but okay. Fixed issue in matches where shirt icons were misaligned when a player was subbed or scored or assisted. Fixed an issue where the wrong symbol was used for red cards on the full-time report. No mention of fixing not being able to see injured players, which feels like a higher priority than that. Adding missing club logos on the home screen when loading the game. Okay. What is the do it button? Do it button in pre-match flow now works as expected. I mean, that's dangerously close to a do a football button. Red card. They love this red card icon. Red card icon now appears on the match events tile when a player is sent off after a second yellow. Did it not before? Silly gooses. I don't get players sent off. We behave ourselves. Key attributes for staff now highlighted when role is selected. That's always handy to have. That should have been in there already. Windowed mode not working on Mac, now fixed. Does that mean the game in general works on Mac? Because I know it was having some real problems with Mac when it first released. I haven't tested it on my Mac since. Fixed the soft lock when offering a player for a trial. When offering a player for a trial. Does that mean we brought Bamford in on trial last night and didn't have a soft lock? So maybe it was a sporadic one. And fixed soft lock when adding youth players to first team training units. What is training? I mean, there's a lot of stuff there that I guess needed fixing. Very little of it impacts us. The impact we're going to see is that apparently it broke some other things. Fixing those things has broken some other things, and we're going to learn together what those things are. We are also going to talk a little bit about the appointment of Luke Williams as Peterborough manager in real life. This week-long audition I've been doing to get the job was a complete waste of time. Absolutely hideous. But first, the do it button refers to assistant advice. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand now. But first, shall we do Topher a little YouTube intro for his little YouTube videos that he likes to make so much that he got out late this morning because he fell asleep. Hideous. Absolutely hideous. There's your intro. Work with that. I, Topher, apologise for falling asleep at my desk and releasing the video late today. I will stop moonlighting for Tony Jameson and focus fully on where my bread is buttered. That's Topher's public apology. Goodness me. Why is Alex typing a big swear word in the chat? What's that all about? 9 out of 10 intro. 9.5 out of 10 intro. One and done. Exactly. Exactly. Shall I ban him? What, ban Alex? No, I mean, you can't. He's a mod. You can't ban Alex. I'm sorry. I do know what he's cross about. What, you can ban mods, Topher? How much power have I given you? This feels like a mistake. Don't ban Alex. He paid for this computer. Right then, boys and girls, we've sorted our tactic. We've done our transfers. We've even brought in some young players for the future. The job now, get into the playoffs. It wasn't the job at the start of the season, but we've done so well. We've overperformed so much that I think we can have a playoff push and maybe try and get promoted first time of asking. So we're going to try and do that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh. Topher's had 2 years to sleep. That is an excellent point. Yeah, now is not the time for sleep. So, if you weren't in the stream last night, go watch the highlights video. But this is how we're doing for form. So we've still got this very, very formy form, very morale-y form, where we're really good and then we go on a rough patch. We potentially are just entering into a rough patch, which hopefully is just a little bit of a blip, because this is what the league table is looking like. We're in 10th, but only 3 points outside of the playoffs. And I think if we can sneak into the playoffs over this final 16 games, final 16 games, yes, 46 game season, final 16 games, if we can sneak into the playoffs, that would be a sensational result. So that's the plan. But first, this guy's just got my job in real life. Is he in the database? I presume he is. Luke Williams. Who the hell are you? Let's have a look at you. So he doesn't have a face. There's your confirmation that he is more than a year older than me. Ooh. Oh, I don't like the look of that. A 5221 DMAM. We'll have none of that nonsense. Thank you very much. Let's read his biography. Notts County icon Luke Williams was born in London on the 1st of May 1981, more than a year before football manager YouTuber lollujo was born, thus making him older than him. He began his career at Bristol Rovers in July 1998. That is when I did my GCSEs. Williams' first non-playing role was as Brighton's reserves manager, a position he held from 2010. So he had a short playing career. How old would he? He would have been like in his 20s still then, would he? Yeah, like 28, 27, 28, 29. He wasn't very good at football then, I guess. Williams worked as a coach for Swindon from August 2013. No mention of a playing career at all, other than he started his career at Bristol Rovers, by the way. Maybe he retired with injury. Maybe he was good, but he got a serious injury really young. Ah, okay. That makes sense then. Williams worked as a coach for Swindon from August 2013 until December 2015. In December 2015, he became Swindon's manager, a post he would hold for 2 years. See, this is the worry. He was assistant manager at Swindon to Mark Cooper, famously failed Peterborough manager. And then he went to McDonald's to be Russell Martin's assistant manager. So that's a stain on his record as well, going to McDonald's. Although he was never actually their manager, we can assume he was there under duress. He then followed Russell Martin to Swansea as assistant manager before taking over as manager. Oh, no. Okay, so then he went to Notts County. So between June 2022 and February 2025, he had a short spell with Notts County, but became an icon in his short spell. He was the manager the year they finished runner-up to Wrexham, wasn't he? And then got the Swansea job. Williams, who enjoyed a playing career with Bristol Rovers, is currently unemployed. Not anymore, he's not. And then we've got the same stuff repeated again. So basically, he was good at Notts County and has been rubbish everywhere else, is what I'm getting from this. Didn't do any, was so bad at Swindon. Oh no, he then went to Bristol City. I thought he didn't have another manager job, but no, he went to Bristol City. I don't know how, was there mention of Bristol City on there before? But then was assistant manager at McDonald's and Swansea. Was quite good at Notts County. Swansea took him back and then sacked him quite quickly. I don't want to play a back five. I don't like that. But yeah, he is the new Peterborough United manager in real life. It's weird that he's not called Darren Ferguson or Grant McCann. And I can't work out how Darren McAntony already knows him, which is usually which is usually how managerial appointments are made at Posh. So I can only assume we rang up Russell Martin, our former player and captain, found out he was too expensive. And he said, but my old assistant manager is a bit cheaper. Here, have his phone number. I assume that is how the recruitment process went. But fingers crossed it works out for the best. From what I gather, he plays quite nice attacking football. Lots of lovely possession attacking stuff. So should be fun to watch. And I look forward to seeing how he gets on. I have had a quick look to see if any bookies have got the odds on Darren Ferguson being next Posh manager up already. Doesn't seem to be up yet. So I guess we have to wait a little bit. But yeah, I assume he'll do his fifth spell after Williams is been and gone. But yeah, all seems good. When was the last time Peterborough had a manager not named Ferguson or McCammell? We had Steve Evans for like 6 months. Sorry for the bad word. I don't know why it was also sent on here. I was talking on Discord. I didn't know you potty-mouthed on Discord. It's very upsetting. Oh, I've missed subs. Hold on. I apologise. I didn't see them come through. Van Plank has done a prime. Steve's done a 2 months. Chivo FM has done a gifted sub. Thank you. Kev has done 10 months. And whatever a treasure train is, we're doing one of those. Is a treasure train different to a hype train? What on earth is a treasure train? Participants save 35% on 5 or more gifted subs at level 2. I don't really know what that means. There, we've got a treasure train, boys and girls. Oh, it is discounted subs, is it? Well, there you go, boys and girls. Now's your time. If you've been on the fence, now is the time. Subs are on sale, everybody. Is this the formation we've been using? This doesn't... Hold on. Okay. It looks really weird. I don't think we've seen it combined before. It looks really weird combined, doesn't it? I think we usually have it set like that. So it makes sense. It looks bananas like that. It's like neither of the ones we're actually using. What is that? Average position? Is that what that is? It doesn't make much sense, does it? That makes sense, having them both on there. That's insane. I think it's since the update. My game went funny, had to reboot after the update. Okay. They've got... Was all matches next match there before? I don't remember seeing that. Check if you can import a training schedule. I mean, I don't have a training schedule to import. I've never imported a training schedule. I wouldn't know how to do it on 24, and I certainly don't have any saved that I could import. Where does your striker go? Why does your striker go to winger when defending? He doesn't. That's my striker. Oh, that's a good... Yeah, why does he? What's happened there? Hold on. Oh my word, what is going on here? Right. So you're supposed to be like that, and you're supposed to be there. Yeah, that's... Right, that might sort out... Now it makes more sense on the combined. That's why it was ballsed up. Because it had done some weird thing. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot more sense now. Good spot. Right, let's try that again. Yeah, hold on. Do that. Do that. Yeah. Okay. We're good, I think. That was weird. This is why I only try and move players around on combined view, yeah. But then I'll get used to it. It's certainly, of all the things to complain about on FM26, this is not one of them. This is just something to learn. I actually think it's really fun and powerful. But I am going to get confused. Did I actually pay for the new PC? I mean, I imagine the gifted subs you did added up to roughly what I spent on the PC. I mean, it wasn't direct. It wasn't directly. I didn't put Alex's gifted sub money to one side and spend it on a computer, but I imagine if we worked out what you spent over that mad period, probably did cover it. It was what a time to be alive. Pretty sure that's a bug. It happens to me sometimes too, where player position changes and it messes up the out of position randomly, even when I didn't change anything myself. Okay, fair enough. 2,209 subs given. Yeah, you more than paid for this PC. More than paid for it. Now I'm going to notice no XG. Is that another new bug? I think I did see that somewhere. I'm not too worried about stuff like that happening when we're getting daily hotfixes. It's just the nature of software development. They've fixed 30 things and it's created 20 new problems. And that's what software development is like. And there's no player names as well. So yeah, we just get the number. We don't get a name. I feel like we're only getting half of that graphic as well. Why did Matt let me buy an Intel PC? Matt didn't let me buy anything. I told Matt how much I wanted to spend and he bought all the components and then built me the PC. Matt was completely in charge of the process. Goddess Lady Hades, thank you very much for the gifted sub. And Baker, thank you very much for the sub as well. Windowed mode is still broken, is it? Broken how? How was it broken before? I've not tried windowed mode. I think. Am I on windowed mode? Oh, God. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Get that gone. I do not want to be here all night. My word. If you've watched today's Arsenal video, I apologise for the 37-minute long one match. But we won't be using dynamic mode again anytime soon. Wowzers. Emmy Gee, thank you very much for the 3 months. Is match speed slow? I don't think so. Oh, we can't tell. The numbers have gone from match speed. That feels like they've added in 1.5 though. But I guess we'll never know. I say we'll never know. We won't find out until tomorrow when presumably that's fixed. So it does look like there are a nice assortment of new bugs. Frustratingly, bugs that... It's like they want me to be negative about the game. They're introducing bugs that affect me now. Everyone else has had their stuff to complain about. That's 3 things inside my beautiful match engine that I've been loving. But no XG, no player name when they score a goal, not being able to control the match speed. The match engine was the thing that was making me positive about the game. If they're breaking that, we just have to cross our fingers and hope it's fine again tomorrow. How did they screw up so much of a hotfix? Because they were fixing loads of bugs and not having time to test it properly. I mean, everything that's come out today is stuff that wasn't there yesterday. So I imagine they've spent all night and all morning fixing bugs. And then the moment it was stable enough to not fall over itself, they released it, knowing that new bug reports would come in. I mean, they're not trying to release a perfect version at this point. They're trying to release versions that are less buggy than the one before. But like I say, the nature of software development is you fix something and it breaks something else somewhere else. And then it goes out to testing. We're beta testers. It's literally a beta. We are testing the game. And apparently there's more of us doing it than ever before, which is probably a positive. Shows how excited people were for FM26 and does kind of explain a little bit more about why the feedback has been so aggressively negative. Because there's... Did it say something like twice as many people as there's ever been on the beta before? Or am I making that up? But if you've got 100,000 people who've never been on the Football Manager beta before and don't know what a beta is, of course they're going to be angry because they're going to feel like the new game is broken. So it does make a lot more sense. Was there snow in the last game? What, in FM24? Yeah, I think so. Or do you mean the previous match we played? You probably mean FM24, don't you? We did a football goal. Yeah, we judge the game on Tuesday when full release happens. If it's a buggy mess then we might get a little more cross. Because if it jeopardizes non-lead to legend, then I will be upset. We'll see, I guess. Ultimately, if it isn't ready, like properly ready, I just hope what has happened there. I just hope they keep the hotfixes coming regularly. Funny question: is your logo on Twitch deliberately black and white, so it looks like you're offline even when you're online? Is my logo black and white? Have I not updated that? Is it still that old black and white picture of me? I've updated it to the FIFA E one everywhere else. I need to update that. Topher, add that to Slack. Remind me to change my Twitch profile picture. I haven't used that one anywhere else for a year. It should be the same one that's on Twitter and everywhere else. Right, let's go attacking. Right, come on then. I wish the holiday button was easier to find. Like below the continue button. I mean, why do you need a holiday that often that it should be below the continue button? You literally click on the calendar and it's there. It is super easy to find. I don't think it needs to be front and centre on the portal screen at all times. Who's holidaying that often? We're not all Omega Luke. my dad with the breaking news has just texted me that Posh have got a new manager. I mean, he's like 5 hours late. I think he's had a nap. Oh my word. Is there still simulated international games in 26? I haven't checked if there's games. The tournaments still get simulated and the players still get called up for squads. So I don't know if they're actually doing the matches or if it's working like a non-loaded league. Oh, hello. BBC Radio Cambridgeshire want me on in the morning talking about Posh. They can offer me 6. I wonder which of these slots I'm going to pick. They've said we can have you on at 6:50 or 9:20. Which do you prefer? Well, let me have a think about this. I wonder which one of those I'm going to choose. Right. Yeah, absolutely. We're going 9:20. I should probably reply to that. My microphone was muted. There you go. I think we're back, is what I was trying to say. I'm just checking we're also back on YouTube. I think we're back on... Yeah, we are back on YouTube as well. I don't know whether that was the game or OBS this time. Everything just locked up. I've sent up the mat signal. And I guess he'll check. It did happen as I made a substitution. So I think there is a possibility that was Football Manager and that was my first crash on the beta. Event viewer? What's event viewer? How do I do that? How do I do event viewer? I don't understand. I'm not really allowed to touch any of this. How do I find out if that was... In fact, there'll be a crash dump if it was Football Manager, won't there? So if I go into my documents... Oh, the tension. Was it a Football Manager crash? Crash dumps? No! It was not a Football Manager crash. I don't think. It was OBS again. Which is what happened the other day as well. So, I'm very confused. Player numbers. Thank you very much for the 6 months. Right, let's get back to what we were doing before. OBS is a problem. I don't really... Matt did make some muttering noises about my graphics card and about it being dusty and having to clean it or something. So I don't think a little bit of dust can cause the computer to crash, surely. FM crash doesn't kill the PC, the game just closes. Oh yeah, it took the whole PC out. Yeah, I had to restart the PC. Right, okay, we'll offer him to clubs. I thought we'd already done this. The window's closed now. Who's going to want to buy him now? How do you guys mean the scorer name doesn't flash up? They are with mine, latest update installed. I mean, I guess, like a lot of these bugs, because that's the other thing that we have to try and remember. That's weird. Did we save before the match? So, somehow, were we even playing Stevenage? Hang on. Hang on. Yes, we were playing Stevenage. So, somehow, it saved some of the stuff that we did. Like fixing this. But without saving. I don't understand. Yeah, autosave is still on every 5 years because every time I'm not making videos or streaming, I'm simulating. I've got 500 years in the future coming out tomorrow morning. I'm trying to get to 1,000 years in the future. Yeah, I don't understand what's gone on there. But let's play the match and see what happens, I guess. Oh, he wasn't injured before. We've got divergence. Right, there we go. Sorted. It was the update that ruined the tactics. Happened to me once I restarted. I was fine. Weird. It doesn't do crash dumps for all crashes. Had around 10 crashes. Someone else has said the FM crashes don't take out the whole PC. They just close the game. That was my whole PC locking up. That's why I disappeared. If the game had just crashed, I would have still been sat on screen with no game telling you the game had crashed. See, it's saved turning off dynamic mode. It's remembered some of what happened on the alternate timeline, and I don't know how. That's not how it's supposed to work. Nine. How weird. Those settings are game-wide and not just tied to a save. I guess so. I don't know. It's all very confusing. Where's my beverage? Am I impressed or worried? I mean, if it's just that the settings are game-wide and what happened there? An auto-saved them, I'm, I guess, indifferent. Yeah, it's like someone else has said, it's just updated a settings file somewhere probably, and it's independent to the save file. Like I said before, on Earth 1, I'm not overly concerned about new bugs today as long as they're gone this time tomorrow. If we're having to play with these stupid new bugs for all the way through until Tuesday now, I'll be pretty miffed. But, yeah, I don't mind having one stream and one YouTube video. And I mean, it's going to be a transfer. I'm not even going to play a match in tomorrow's Arsenal video. It will just be transfers. So it literally is this stream before the next hotfix comes out, assuming they're aiming for the afternoon. So it was yesterday afternoon. It was this afternoon. So assuming tomorrow's one is out in the afternoon before the stream, we've just got to do this one stream with this version of the game. So I don't mind doing one stream with no time in the game and not being able to see goal scorers or XG. I can live with that. It's if it goes on beyond it, it starts to become a little bit of a problem. It is weird that some people have got goal scorers' names and some haven't. Hold on, Jason on YouTube saying, I've weirdly got the scorer's name, but I've not got the assists. What's the beverage? Mint tea. Oh, Darren sent a super chat. Darren, I'm so sorry. Oh, there you go. That must have happened while I was restarting. Darren Mullaney has sent a super chat. Now I've been working out the new FM26 for nearly a week. Slowly, I do think it's very good, and they'll fix the names like Brazil club games. I mean, they won't fix the Brazil club names because Brazil hasn't had fixed club names for as long as I've been playing Football Manager, I don't think. You'll have to download a fix for that from somewhere. But yeah, the rest of it, big thumbs up. I am hydrating. I am posture checking. I did the real name fix, but Inter just does not want to be fixed. I mean, maybe they've gone full Manufka and have insisted that it's not possible to fix them. We don't know. We don't know what's going on in the background or the legal complications, do we? They very, very easily could have gone full Manufka. Milan is fixed. That's weird. Yeah, but the Italian clubs are independently licensed, aren't they? That's why Italy's such a mess when it comes to that kind of thing, because you don't license the whole league. Each licensing agreement is with each club individually. So they might have a different licensing agreement with Milan compared to Inter, for example. I'm not saying that is what's happened. I'm speculating that that could be something that, if that is the case, could potentially cause what you're talking about. Others say Inter is fine for them. Oh, well then I don't know. It's probably just a bug. I was at the McDonald's Stadium today. Horrid experience. Did you go to IKEA next door? Me and Topher had a lovely, I want to say Mexican? Was it Mexican, Topher? What meal did we have next to the Milton Keynes Stadium? I think it was Mexican. Greek. Same thing. It was rice and bread and stuff. It probably was Greek. It wasn't pie and chips. That's the main thing I remember. Oh, I'm everything that's wrong with the world. Yeah, it was a really nice meal, though. Konami have the Italian licenses and won't allow others to use it. Boo hiss to Konami. You had Prezzo. Okay, Prezzo's all right. I quite like Milton Keynes as a city, and I quite like the setup around the football ground. I don't like these inner city football grounds where you can't even park, because I have no interest in going to the pub before a match. I want to be able to park there and get away quickly afterwards. And I quite like it being surrounded by lots of shops and restaurants. So for me, the whole setup of the Milton Keynes Stadium is great. It's just the football team is scum. But I've said many times I'd happily live in Milton Keynes. I think it's a great place. It's exactly what I want. It's so organised and clear. It's got all the facilities that I want. It's got an IKEA and a Lego store and a Costco. Everything's nicely drivable and parkable. The grid is super easy to understand. No stupid old buildings or stupid old bendy narrow roads. It's everything I want from a city. It's clearly my autistic brain. Amazing. Kev losing 2-1. The PC crashes and then wins the restart. Look, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, the opposite to Norwich. Exactly. A lot of roundabouts, though. I grew up in Peterborough. There's a lot of roundabouts there as well. You all love Swansea. I've been to Swansea. Swansea's got a Denny's, isn't it? Is it Denny's? It's one of the American restaurants, and it's the only one in the country. I think it's Denny's. Is it Denny's that's in Swansea? I went there into the indoor zoo and then had an ice cream at the nice ice cream place. I went in the arcade at Mumbles. I know Swansea. As a lorry driver, I agree. Milton Keynes is great. Exactly. Do I have the live league table bottom right? I'll check in the next match. I did eat a Welsh cake. Welsh cakes are nice. They're just scones. Scones that they forgot to put the raising agent in. That green slop was horrible, though. What was that called? I did all sorts in Swansea. It was a fun-filled day. And then on the way home, I had a massive gallstone attack and ended up in hospital in Worcester. So, all in all, top-tier trip. Was that the zoo sheepdog was bothering the meerkats? It was the very same, yes. I saw one of my favourite bands at Milton Keynes Bowl. I saw Oasis at Milton Keynes Bowl many years ago. Am I going to watch Arsenal? Yeah, I've got it on my telly. I don't know who the guy up front is. Anus, was that his name? I guess he's a kid. But yeah, Downman's starting. So that's exciting. Downman on one side, Ranieri on the other, I think it is, isn't it? With a kid up front. But let me know if Downman does anything exciting and I need to look up there. What was the gallstone culprit, do I think? The Welsh cake or the green stuff? It was probably the burger I had at the Bont and then the KFC I had on the way home. Probably the combination of those two on top of each other. Have you noticed... Right, super chat from Andy84, first of all. Thank you very much. Have you noticed that Vincent Company has a different name on the game? Thanks for coming to my hometown, Swansea. Is that because who does he manage? Is he at somewhere? Who does he manage? Who does Vincent Company manage? Bayern. But the Bundesliga is licensed, isn't it? So why would he have a different name? I know the German national team manager usually has a different name. Weird. Why would that be? I know there are certain, like the Dutch and the German national team managers always have to have odd names, but the Bundesliga is licensed. It's a fully licensed league. Who manages Dortmund? Is that their actual manager? It is, isn't it? Well, I don't know why that is then. If anyone knows why that is, I mean, it's obviously a licensing thing. Maybe he doesn't want his name to be used without getting money for it. Yeah, but I'm fairly confident that with the way the licenses work, it's not his decision. As part of his contract to work in the Bundesliga do the licensing, I think. I mean, obviously they don't. I don't understand. Yeah, there'll be some kind of legal reason for it. It's a Bayern-specific thing because of Tuchel also. Okay. A Bayern licensed somewhere else then? A Bayern on the cover for some other game or something like that? Are they big in EAFC? Are they big on eFootball? So, yeah, just a Bayern thing then. There's obviously some kind of licensing thing. I don't know what it is. Weird. They were in PES eFootball at one time. They're in eFootball, are they? It's weird, though, that they've got the club badge, they've got the real club name, they've got all the real players. The only thing they don't have is the manager's name, which just seems like a really weird licensing issue. Yeah, they've got all the right player faces because of the Bundesliga license. I can only assume that the Bundesliga license doesn't include the managers. But I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of all the contracts. That is an odd one, though, isn't it? Yeah, just like all of these things, there are ways to get around it. Any of the fan sites will have real name fixes that fix stuff like that. The Italian clubs, the Brazilian clubs. Obviously, it's stuff we were all a bit more used to doing back before they had quite as many licenses as they've got now with the Premier League and all that. But anyone who's played Football Manager before will be well versed in modding that element of the game. Wasn't Ruud van Nistelrooy's name spelled? Ruud van Nistelrooy, his name was always spelt wrong when he was at Man United, wasn't it? I think. Isn't that the thing with him? In Football Manager, it was spelt the Dutch way, not the way it was spelt in the British media, and I guess on his United shirt. But it's like OOIJ rather than ROY, isn't it? I think. I don't think that was a licensing thing. I think that was just a spelling his name correctly thing. It's club philosophy. There's only one Football Manager in their eyes and they believe the game is blasphemy. That is surely just nonsense. You're not actually telling me that's the reason, are you? German league licenses don't include managers. Most clubs allow it. Bayern want paying separately. That seems more like it. Of course not. I mean, I have to check. I am very naive, especially when it comes to any football outside of England. Buried in Google, it suggests business use. Company has ventured into business, such as founding the BX Brussels Football Club. And if it's last three Bayern managers, it's all happened to. It's not a Vincent Company thing. It's a Bayern Munich thing. Has Daumann done anything exciting yet? Glancing up at the screen. Doesn't look like it. We're not winning yet either. Come on, let's do a football. Is it good to change my tactics from the one I used to get promoted? I mean, if you've got different players, yeah. I wouldn't change it just because you got promoted. If it still works and you've still got similar players or similar profile of player, keep doing what's working. I wouldn't fiddle with it too much unless you've signed a bunch of new players and they need a different tactic, or you get up and lose your first 6 games. Yeah, Company's been in the game lots before, so it's not a Company thing, it's a Bayern Munich thing. It will just come down to money. Do I buy Posh kits every year? Most years. I haven't got this season's one yet. Because I was skint all summer. I will get it once the check from Sports Interactive clears. Sorry, once we get through the beta period, I'll try and get. Father Christmas might bring me one. There is no check from Sports Interactive before everyone loses their mind. Thoughts on Luke Williams' appointment? Yeah, we talked about it quite a lot earlier in the stream. I don't really know anything about him, but we needed a change. I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll see what goes on, I guess. Notts County fans speak very highly of him, so that's got to be a good thing. Andy, thank you very much for the super chat. Vincent Company is the only Bundesliga manager to play as an FC26 manager mode, the other not in it. Okay, that's interesting. I need the new Newcastle shirt. Oh, Arsenal have got a corner. With the reserves out, is it going to be as effective? Go on, take the corner. Is anyone else watching on Sky Sports Plus and their picture's rotten? It's like they've smeared Vaseline on the lens. It's horrible. Right. Why have I got so many right backs? It's an unnecessary quantity of right backs at this football club. Let's try a different striker. Williams has been working at the airport on baggage. I don't understand. Has he? Was he not a highly paid championship football manager last season? Put Sky Sports Multiview on, much better. They're showing all the games. Yeah, but I want to watch the Arsenal game. I don't care what's going on in the other games. It's only the Moose Cup. I'm only watching this because I want to see some of the Arsenal players that I've not seen play before. Like I've not really seen anything of Hincapié. I've not seen Dowman play a full game. I'm not really interested in anything else that's going on. I don't even care what the result is in the game. I just want to... I'm looking at a couple of individual performances, really. Did the rotten form continue after the 4-0 loss at the end of the last stream? I, through exceptional management, turned it around in the first match of this stream, and we gloriously defeated Stevenage at the first attempt. So, no, we're all right now. We are all good. Rest the players. Tired little legs. Luke Williams worked at Bristol Airport for a bit to keep busy between jobs. I thought it was accessibility services rather than baggage day. Oh, okay, fair enough. He thought working at the airport would make him a better manager somehow. So you're telling me he is a free-thinking, modern manager. So it could go one of two ways, this appointment, couldn't it? Am I going to like him? I guess we'll find out. Have the hotfixes made it better? Yesterday's one definitely made it better. Today's jury is out on. It's certainly added a couple of new bugs. We don't know what time of day it is, for example. And they're bugs in areas of the game that I actually use now. So I'm not really seeing any benefit of anything that's been fixed, because most of the stuff that was fixed were things that were not impacting me, whereas the new stuff that's come in as a result of the changes is affecting me. So I feel like we've downgraded a little bit from yesterday. But like I say, jury's out. We've played 2 matches. And ultimately, it's still just a beta. So it's fingers crossed moving in the right direction. Blurry face cam? I don't think so. I think I'm all right. Can't for the life of me set up a recruitment focus in the positions I want. Right. Challenge accepted. How do we get out of here? Oh, there's no back button. Remind me after the match, and I'll try and do exactly that. Right, let's go and play Barnsley. I found a tiny bug where it says 49 plus 4 instead of 45 plus 4. I'm sure people on Twitter would lose their heads over this. Yeah, I think that one's been in there for a while, actually. I think I've seen that one before. Saw my first TJ Jones in the wild recently. I still haven't seen one. I only go to airports and service stations, and there's still WH Smith there. I don't ever go out just in the town centre. So yeah, I've not had the pleasure of a TG Jones yet. When I do, I guess I'll have to start a new collection. I collected WH Smiths on Twitter. Maybe I'll collect TJ Jones on Blue Sky or Threads or something. Depends on your ability to deal with some odd interviews. Sometimes you can speak in conundrums. Fergie, I've had 15 years of Fergie talking unintelligible Scottish, so it'd be nice to understand an interview, even if I don't understand the sentences. I'd like to be able to pick out a few words. So yeah, that sounds like a positive. How are you liking Blue Sky? I mean, I'm very much not using it properly. I literally just have my Twitter set up to auto post on Blue Sky as well. And even then, half the time I forget that I'm supposed to put my tweets on Blue Sky as well. And I don't ever log into Blue Sky to like look at replies or scroll it or anything. It's just for the basically for Football Manager, it's not busy enough, and that's basically all I use Twitter for. I don't really engage with anything else on Twitter. Football and Football Manager, and neither of them are particularly big on Blue Sky at the moment. So yeah, I mean, functionally, it's identical to Twitter, so it's fine. But it's not had enough of a movement of my people over there yet. The vibes are phenomenal. Yeah, but I'm not there for vibes. If I'm on social media, I'm working. I don't really do social media for pleasure and vibes. Most of the time, I'm actively not enjoying myself if I'm on social media. I don't include like making content in that, but if I'm scrolling through if I'm reading social media, I'm usually having a bad time, and it's work. As a Posh fan, what do I think of the Dara podcast? Do I like him being so open? I don't really listen to him. I don't really listen to a lot of podcasts. I mean, I obviously get the highlights come out of them. I like him being open like that, yeah. I was almost involved in it when he was starting it. I spoke to him. We exchanged a couple of emails when he was first starting it, about me potentially being involved, doing what the other guy who's on there with him does now. But he's a very demanding man. So we didn't really get much further than a couple of emails. But he's big into Lego as well. So I think I'd probably happily chat with him about Lego, but yeah, I don't think I'd want to work for him. I don't really like working for anybody. Never mind demanding people. Any news on console yet? No, I don't imagine we're going to get any until it just drops. Demanding and likes Lego. Oh yeah, I'm sure socially I'd get on with him. I just don't think we could work together. I imagine we're too similar. Both want to be completely in control. Not ideal. Would have a row on the first podcast and that would be it. What's the deal with Jack getting a Miles interview? I mean, I've had one before as well. We all, we were all invited to submit for it and put in a proposal. They told us at the start there was only going to be a couple of slots, and they wanted to make sure some of them went internationally. So they made it clear that we weren't all going to be able to do it because they didn't have time. We all put in a proposal, and they chose Jack and the podcast. So I guess they just didn't want to answer my hard-hitting questions. Annoyingly, the feeling of the community towards me at the moment would be so different if I'd have done the interview and asked the questions that I submitted. They probably, I don't know. I don't know if they'd have let me ask them. Who knows? Are you saying Jack's shill was bigger than yours? I'd never dream of anything. Was my proposal just questions about Lego? No, I've got it on my email somewhere. I can read you the questions that I put on my proposal. Where are we? Where is it? Oh, no, that's not it. Here we go. So these were my questions. Bearing in mind, this was like a week before. I think it was over a week before the beta. So understand the questions in the context of that. So these were my 11 questions that I put on my proposal. FM25's cancellation was openly called a failure of ambition. What were the key lessons from that experience and how directly have they shaped FM26's development? Question 2. A lot of long-time PC players feel early FM26 UI previews look console first. Is FM still being built PC first, or has that philosophy shifted to a shared design across platforms? Question 3. We've seen classic UI elements like the search bar and the back button return. How do you balance innovation with protecting familiar tools players rely on? Question 4. Millions of new players try FM every year, but only a fraction stick around. How does FM26 improve onboarding without dumbing things down? Question 5. Women's football finally arriving is a huge milestone, but there's also been a backlash from a loud minority blaming it for delays or FM25's cancellation. Does that kind of reaction affect the studio internally, and how do you handle that? Question 6. On the flip side, are you seeing new audiences engaging with FM specifically because women's football is included? Question 7. You've teased real upgrades to crossing, heading, animations and defensive AI. What differences will veteran players notice the moment they get into their first match on FM26? Question 8. One long-standing gripe is AI squad building. Hoarding players, not loaning youth. Has FM26 improved long-term AI logic? Question 9. The Premier League licence was massive. Can you talk about how that happened and whether more major licences are coming? That would have been a great question to tee up them mentioning the World Cup, which we didn't know about when I put these questions in. Question 10. Modding has always been a huge part of FM. Face packs, skins, databases. What level of modding support will FM26 have at launch? I need my instant result button. See, I didn't even know that was going to be in at that point. I thought we needed a skin for it. And question 11. You've called FM26 the first version of the next 20 years. What does that mean in practical terms? Where do you want to be in 5 years? And they were the questions that I submitted. So that would have been my interview with Miles. Boom. And then the unwritten question 12. Anna is still furious that we had to cancel our cruise because you postponed the game and then cancelled it, and we could have gone on the cruise anyway, but by then we'd cancelled it. And to make it worse, you cancelled it on the morning of our makeup cruise that we moved our deposit onto, and it was rubbish because of it. How do you feel about that? Do you want to apologise to Anna? But I didn't want to put that one on there because I thought that might prevent them from offering me the gig, which I didn't get anyway. They will love the loud minority comment. Why are Arsenal not winning yet? What's going on? Right, come on. Do an attack. The key takeaway is that you should just go cruising. Yeah. But now I'm in an annoying situation where we can't book the same one for next year because the rumour is that the module, the international football module, might come out like March-ish. And I have no inside information on that. That's just a rumor. I think Zealand mentioned it somewhere. He's plucked March out of somewhere. But now I'm like, well, I literally can't book anything because I don't know when that module is going to come out. And if they start releasing stuff multiple times a year, I'm never going to go on holiday again. Worries me. But yeah, I don't want to risk being unavailable when that comes out, just in case it coincides with a FIFA World Cup that I'd very much like to work on again. Thought it was the other way around. They wait to release things when I go on holiday. It seems that way, doesn't it? Will there be a mainstream save like we had in Wales or Turkey before? Possibly. We'll finish this one first. We're not gonna rush into ending this save just because the full game is out. I don't really want to start 2 new saves straight away at launch. This one will be a week and a bit in by then, so we'll keep this one going. And then starting on League to Legend. And then when this one reaches a natural conclusion, we'll do a new stream save. Highlights can't be sped up right now. Is that right? I know the numbers are gone, but does that mean they can't be sped up? I don't know. Right, can we do a goal, please, chaps? I'll tell you what, we might be. Oh, we hit the post. I've moved on from all the negative noise of the last few days. I'm not that bothered about it anymore. As soon as I realised it was half term, I was like, okay, it makes so much more sense now. I went through like a day and a half not realising that it was half term. But then when I realised it was half term, it bothered me far less. Especially when I started going through the YouTube comments, because on the YouTube comments, when you click on somebody's name, you can see how long they've had their YouTube account for and what posts they've done, what comments they've done previously. And I don't think I've had a single like properly negative comment from anybody who's ever posted anything positive. And they're mostly accounts that have been set up in the last 6 months. So it's just a bunch of nerds nerding for nerd's sake. Leave them to it. I'm not going to get upset about a bunch of kids registering fake accounts to troll me. How do you send on holiday? We figured it out the other day. It was definitely in here. I don't remember where it was now. Tell me they've not removed it. Do we have to click on him? We definitely had it the other day. Blurry Kev is back. Hello. Stop being blurry. Maybe I need to put some powder on. Maybe I'm too shiny and it's making me blurry. At the bottom of training. What, on training intensity? Oh, yeah. Of course it's in training intensity. Why wouldn't it be? Let's send him on 2 weeks. That's an insane place for that to be. What injury am I addressing? Oh, okay. Neil, thank you very much for the sub. Lovely, lovely, lovely. What, it's always been in training intensity, has it? I don't think it has. I think you're fibbing to me to make me look like a silly goose. I think it's always been a separate thing before. You need to play better football. There you go, he agrees. Thanks, boss. See you at training. I mean, you won't. I've not been at training all year. Shows how much attention you pay. You silly bear. It has always been there, apparently. Fair enough. It's Limby. Thank you very much for the prime. It's because I criticised Sky for looking like it was smeared in Vaseline. Maybe, yeah. Although it still does look rubbish on my big telly up here. Oh, my word. What's just happened here? Esprigo. Or Sprigo. Esprigo. You've just done 10 gifted subs. We need to clarify how I say your name. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs. You absolute hero. Get your nuts out for Esprigo, boys and girls. Heroic actions. Pushing us closer towards the 400 sub mark, which is a beautiful place to be. Do I go to many Posh games? Not anymore. I used to. I was a season ticket holder for a long, long time, but I don't live in Peterborough anymore. So The last 2 Posh matches I've been to have both been at Wembley. So yeah, I don't get along very often anymore. But I watch most of the matches on telly. I'm going to an Arsenal game soon. After all these years, 10 plus years of creating football adjacent content, I've finally got a brand sending me to a football match. I've never gone on one of these brand trips before. I'm very excited. I'm going to Chelsea versus Arsenal. So it's not at Arsenal, so I'm worried I'm going to be in the Chelsea end. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Who's sending me? Guinness. And I said, I don't drink alcohol. And I said, I don't drink alcohol, but I do really like Guinness Zero. So can I just talk about Guinness Zero? Because I've got to do like a couple of Instagram posts of me having a Guinness. And they were like, can I just do Guinness Zero? People know I don't drink alcohol. I'm like, yeah, fine. Do Guinness Zero. It's fine. I really like Guinness Zero. So yeah, I'm off to Chelsea versus Arsenal. Will I vlog it? I'm not sure because I've got a guest ticket and I'm taking my dad. So I don't know if my dad will cope with a vlog. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Not been to an Arsenal match for years. I have been to Chelsea before as well, so I've seen Posh play at Chelsea like 20 years ago. You can date it, because I remember Frank Leboeuf was in the Chelsea team, so whenever he was at Chelsea, Posh played away there in the FA Cup, so I have been to Chelsea before. But yeah, looking forward to that. Less so if I'm in the Chelsea end, but it'll be fine. Is it me or are the visuals very blurred? They shouldn't be. I think it's probably you. Have I tried the Nitro stuff? Do they do Nitro Zero? I don't believe I have, if they do. After watching Away Days, the Premier League went sick at him for even showing his face reacting to a goal, let alone vlogging and showing the pitch at any point. Well, I won't be able to show the pitch, obviously. I mean, I think my brand obligation is a couple of Instagram pictures, with the main focus being a pint of Guinness Zero rather than the football. So I'll see if I can get away with vlogging. I don't know. I might just enjoy the experience. It's towards the end of November, so I'll be ready for a day out at that point after 6 weeks of FM26. Come on, let's do a football. Bum, 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 bum. Check your video resolution on YouTube. It defaulted to 480p for me. Goodness me. 480p is not ideal. Ever been to Cardiff's old stadium, Ninian Park? I haven't, no. Right, come on, chaps. Let's go attacking. Let's win this football match, please and thank you. I like winning. Oh, here we go. Look, we're going to do a win. Bojan. Beautiful stuff. No, the only sporting event I've ever seen in Cardiff was wrestling when WWE were there a few years ago. I might have to try Guinness Zero. It's really nice. I like it a lot. Because I stopped drinking like 7-8 years ago now. And didn't like any of the zero beers at all. And Anna convinced me to try Guinness Zero because I think one of her brothers had had it and liked it. And it was the first one that actually tasted like the beer it was supposed to be. So it was really nice. I like it. I do enjoy Guinness Zero. A little drop of Guinness Zero. Very nice. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, I thought we'd given away a penalty there. Have we given away? We have given away a penalty there. Brilliant. Come on, we'd like to save the penalty, please. Niblets. Like I say, the player numbers will hopefully be back tomorrow. Hopefully this is only a temporary blip. When you did I drink Guinness? Yeah, I like Guinness. And I think we're back. I couldn't find the YouTube stream for a second there. I think we're back on everything. It was the same thing that happened before. Like I said before, I have sent up the Matt signal. He's speculating it might be FM crashing my graphics drivers because everything just locks up. FM's not closing, so it's not crashing out of FM, but it's causing the entire screen to lock up on both the game, OBS, everything just. So we're going to give it one more try. If it happens again, we'll be done for the evening. YouTube isn't live. It should be. Try and refresh if you're oh, I guess, oh, there you go. There's someone in the YouTube chat saying they are back. So I think YouTube is live. Yeah. For anyone who missed it before they refreshed or before I came back, I have sent up the Matt signal. So he is aware of what's going on. He knew about the first one. I've described what happened again. Basically, nothing is closing on the screen, but both screens are locking up. So I've got FM over here, OBS, and the chat and everything is over here. And just the whole thing locks up. Inputs completely stop. I can't use the mouse. I can't Control Alt Delete. I have to hard reset the machine. Matt thinks, based on my description of it, that it's FM causing my graphics drivers to crash. He's going to look at, he can remote into my computer. He's going to remote into it after the stream. But as I did just say before we went live again everywhere, if it happens a third time, we'll just call it for tonight. Hope it's just the latest hotfix and it'll be sorted for tomorrow and it doesn't become more of a long-term problem. Update graphics drivers. We literally did that 2 days ago. So we shouldn't need to do that. But yeah, it could just be the latest hotfix of FM, which is only a tonight issue anyway, hopefully, because we'll have another one of them before tomorrow's stream. Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. Is this the void for us to scream into? Just bought FM26 as an early birthday gift for myself. Of course, using your link in the description and applying the discount code lollujo. Excellent way to phrase that. Love the stream and keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it. That is how it should be phrased, though. There's your post check. Oh, that was nice. Is Brighton's manager wearing a massive woolly cardigan? Managers are getting too young and trendy. Goodness me. If it's raining, lower the quality of graphics. I mean, I don't want to have to resort to something like that. The game seems to be running absolutely fine, so it could be. We had an OBS. Oh my word, what a goal. Bear with me, I'll get back on my grumpiness in a minute. We just need to celebrate something sensational that's just happened. Look at the state of this. Number 4. The nameless number 4. Takes one touch. Wallop. 1-0. I mean, the other thing worth mentioning is that the 2 times the game has crashed this evening, or the stream has crashed, we don't know if it was the game. Matt's going to find out afterwards if it's the game. So I could still have a no crash record. We'll see. But the 2 times it's crashed, we have been losing. And then the first time we did go on to win the replayed game. We are now ahead in the replayed game. So maybe I'm just kicking the power. Who knows? But But yeah, I can't remember what I was on one, wasn't I? I can't remember what I was saying. Fingers crossed, whatever the problem is, it gets resolved either by the new hotfix tomorrow or by whatever magic Matt does after the stream. But, oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, we had an issue at the weekend, and when Matt looked into it, it was confirmed it was an OBS issue. So it could be. I did notice when I restarted, OBS wanted to install an update. So it could be that we need to install a new OBS update rather than it being FM related at all. That's a possibility. Anna's saying, do I need any good boxes before I break them down? I do not need any good boxes. Thank you. No, I'm not going to tell Matt I don't need boxes. I've got too many threads open. No. No boxes for me. There was a hydrate. I've put 7 hours in so far, and it's like something just clicked with using the UI. I think it's a question about getting used to it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I certainly think the more I play, the more I'm getting used to it. Not thrilled with the crashes this evening, but until we know for sure that they're FM crashes, I'm not going to bury the game. If it is FM, absolutely going to bury the game. I am going to the tip tomorrow. Yeah, if you've seen the block party video yesterday, you'll know the Lego room is absolutely full of boxes already, and it sounds like I think Anna's wrapping Christmas presents downstairs, so she's generating a load of recycling as well. I have a no caller ID phone call coming in. I'm not answering that on stream. That could be anyone. Who answers no caller ID calls at 8:30 in the evening? That's madness. Madness, I tell you. Garbett is injured. That's still rubbish. But at least they've got... I don't think they had the icon here before, did they? So you had to identify it purely from that. At least it's down here before. That must be new, I think. Is that new? I don't think that was like that before, was it? Christmas presents, it's October. Yeah. So she's organised. They're all for me. It's just, there's a lot of Lego shaped boxes down there that when I shake them, they sound like Lego. She knows me so well. Why does FM say I have 214 coach spots in my save? Maybe you have 214 coach spots, or maybe it's a bug. I suspect it's one of those two things. Just an FYI, calls from NHS hospitals come up as no caller ID. I don't think I'm being called about a hospital appointment at 8:30 in the evening. And if anyone I know is in a hospital, they'll phone me on their phone, presumably. I don't think I'm anybody's... Apart from... Anna is probably the only person who's got me listed as their next of kin. So anyone else, it would be a personal call from somebody else involved. Like if one of my kids was in hospital, it would be their mum calling me, not the hospital. I just had a pre-assist from the corner flag. Has anyone seen the ball bounce back off the corner flag in previous versions? I don't know that I have. Yay for new physics. Why have I got my backup left back at right wing? Because of an injury. It's only a temporary measure, don't worry. Look at us, we're up into the playoffs. Any update on your quest for effective long throws? No, not yet. I'm tempted to abandon the idea. It just doesn't seem to work. At some point, I'll get around to actually fiddling with the setup for it. At the moment, I've not really gone any further than just turning them on and seeing if anything ever happens. Leave them on for a season or two and see if anything happens by itself. That's kind of how I did it in FM24, and that doesn't seem to be working. Someone did say, was it in the comments or did I see it on Twitter? Someone did say they've loaded up their FM24 corner routine and it worked. That might have even been earlier on this stream. Dembele has got tired legs. Bless his cotton socks. There you go. You can come on and play there. Got so many right backs. 0-0 at half time between Arsenal and Brighton. How exciting. Glad I've not decided to take the evening off the stream to sit and watch that. Seems like there's not a lot going on. That was me on your Arsenal video, but it seemed to work for only one match, so it might not have worked at all. Ha! Okay. Well, at least that shows I read the comments. FM26 just did another update. Did it? Have they put another fix out tonight for all the stuff they broke earlier? I'm checking the secret Discord. Doesn't look like it. No, I'm just scanning through the conversation on here. We're 4-0 up, by the way. Has anyone else got an update? Steam scheduled it for 3 a.m. Yours is updating now as well. Interesting. I'm now opening Steam to have a look. I don't know if it would do it while I've got the game open. Do we have to close the game and open it back up again? $1.3 gig was the earlier update. Everyone who's saying it's just updated, is that because you're just opening it for the first time? Or have you literally had the one earlier today already and now you're getting another one? Do I need to close the game? I've now had 2 updates today. Right, we'll close the game and we'll see if we get an update. So let's just save this. I mean, that's fair play to them if they've fixed some of the stuff. So let's close and see. I may as well go full screen while I'm doing this. Do I need to close Steam to make it do it? Can we have a quiz? I don't think I've got any quiz questions lined up at the moment. I did have a pack of quiz questions last year, didn't I? Right, let's see. I'm reloading Steam. Do I get another update? I have got an update happening. We have an update queued. It is downloading now. So, yeah, second update of the day. Very interesting. Secret second update, because that's not been mentioned on the Creator Discord. And it doesn't look like there's been any tweets or anything about it. But yeah, second update happening. Just finishing the download now. Are there any other games I play off Steam? Not really. I play a lot on my Steam Deck. On my PC, the only things I've got installed are FM24, FM24 Editor, FM26, Kevin Tom's Football Star Manager, and that is it on my currently installed games on my PC. I pretty much recreationally only play on handheld, so my Steam Deck and my my Switch 2 are pretty much the only places I play games. I just don't want to sit at my desk and play games. This is where I sit to work. Right, we're just loading the game back up now, so I guess we'll see if it's fixed any of those problems that we've been having this evening. Maybe they've noticed my 2 crashes and decided to fix whatever was making it happen. I did save the game, yes. Watch it be even more broken. Oh, God, can you imagine? Over the course of an evening, they completely turned me against them. Their biggest defender so far. And they just turn me completely. Right. Well, the time's back. Hooray for the time! There we go. I mean, what are the chances they've just rolled it back to yesterday because today's broke it? There is a very real possibility that's what they've done. Because it doesn't feel like they've had long enough to fix all the new stuff. And yesterday just seemed like a better build. So they could well have just rolled us back to yesterday, which is why they've not announced it. What is there anything we could find that was on today's change list and we can see if it's still in there? Our recruitment focus is fixed. Were they broken? I don't really use recruitment focuses. I just use the transfer room. My score names are showing and I haven't done the most recent update. Could be tomorrow's with a few bits bolted on, thrown out early to stop people moaning. I mean, it could be. Or it could, like I say, the other option is they've just rolled back to yesterday. I don't actually know how to do recruitment focuses because it's not something I do. I want to get back into a match. That's why I'm rushing. I want to see if all the in-match stuff has been fixed. Staff attributes highlighted would be an easy test. Excellent shout. That's one of the new things, isn't it? So if we go into club and staff and pick a member of staff. I don't really look at staff. I don't know how to do it. There you go. Coaching team. Look at him. Oh, no. They are still highlighted. So this is a new one. This isn't rolled back to yesterday. This is new. Where, Topher, you need to tell me where he's saying that. Oh, I have now got confirmation. We've released another update to fix the knock-ons caused by the earlier hotfix, like the time going missing. So we have got official confirmation of this update now. But I've just had a very cryptic message from Topher, and I need confirmation that he's said that publicly somewhere, Topher. I'm not going to be the first person to say that publicly. So get in here, you coward, and say it publicly. Being confirmed, it's an additional patch to correct the bugs with the latest. Yeah, I just saw that, Matt. But now Topher's sending me very cryptic messages. Oh, it's not public. Okay. Good job I didn't just read it out then. That is dangerous what you've done there, Topher. He's sent me 2 cryptic messages that he's got from another creator. And then only after I've read it, almost read it out, he said, oh, by the way, that's not public. That's a secret. And now he's saying, okay, I'm going away now until I know more. He has done every moment of that in the wrong order. I mean, it's a... Right. I want to check what he's just told me. No. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm so confused. That sounds like Dropbox privilege is being revoked as we speak. Yeah, absolutely. Get Simaggio on the phone. He's the leak. Other thing that I can't see being referenced anywhere. I think Topher's just woken up from a nap. Oh my word. Is anyone good at editing videos? I might have a vacancy. Topher is spreading himself too thin and is sleep deprived. I'm so tempted to say out loud what Topher has just sent me. But on the very unlikely event that it's true, which I don't think it is because I've just checked, he's saying, nope. I'm so tempted. Don't. It's brought that error back, by the way. An unconfirmed. Yeah, but the thing is, I've told you who the leak is now, so I can't now say what the leak is. And it's not information I've got from anywhere. I'm literally protecting somebody else here. Is it good? It's not true. Topher's now saying, I'm so sorry, I will shoot him. If it was true, it would be incredible news. I'm certain it's not true. Topher, can you confirm it's nonsense? And then I'll say what you told me. Check that it's not actually a super secret thing that might be happening. And that check it. If it was just a joke that he made when the new patch came out, I'll then tell everybody what the joke was. And what panic you set in me for a minute there. Because this is too cryptic now. I can't believe he's done that to me. I can confirm he is joking. Oh, he is fired. Get him, Matt. Fire. Deal with him. Somebody deal with him. Topher literally sent me a secret message on Slack saying, Si Maggio has just said that international football has just dropped. And now he's saying, don't tell them. You just told me he was joking. I don't know what's happening. I mean, it's not there. You all saw me check for it. It's not in there. We know it's not coming until next year. And now we're playing Northampton for the battle of pronouncing things properly. It is absolute chaos, and it's all caused by Topher. Goodness me. That boy's in too many group chats. He's too connected for an editor. Oh my word. I hope it is true and Si Maggio gets taken to court. Oh, we just did a football goal. Oh, is that 3 own goals now this stream for Tom Lees? Yeah, but 2 of them happened on Earth 1, so they don't count. That is a good goal. And yeah, names back. It looks like everything that was broken from earlier today has been addressed. So we've got the time back. We've got names back. We've got XG back. Although, I mean, it's alarmingly low. Have they just put random numbers in to appease us? So what else did they break? I think they were the main things we noticed, weren't they? If we now don't have any more crashes, we know that the 2 crashes were actually caused by FM and the new patch. So we might have just had to tolerate it for like an hour and a half. We've won a penalty there. That's a penalty kick. Oh yeah, game speed was the other one. We'll just take this penalty and we'll check the game speed thing. Imagine if they've snuck 1.5 speed in. That'd be incredible. I'll go back in time and apply it to today's YouTube video. So it doesn't end up 37 minutes long. Yeah, we've got the numbers back in on there. Still no 1.5 speed though. It's such a... So we go 0.5, 0.75, 1, 1.25, 1.75, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 6, 10. It's such a logical scale. Love it. Did you hear about Topher getting blamed for an error on the FM show? I won't rest until everyone's fired him. That's my new goal. Oh, that boy needs a full night's sleep. I might have to have a night off streaming. Does anyone want to just do the edits for one night so Topher can actually sleep? Because I think we've broken him. It's taken us, 5 days? And his mind has snapped. He's just, I'm never doing that again, that's for sure. Going away now. And that's the last thing he ever got to type on our Slack. As I said, how's the pay? Rotten. You wouldn't want to do it. Yeah, I'm scum. Oh my word. At least we're beating Northampton so we can carry on pronouncing the river properly. That's the important thing. There's no way we're going to have half a season of having to say nen in public. It would just be embarrassing. People would think we can't read past the first 3 letters of a word. Oh, here's Matt, one of the Nen Brigade. It's Neen and you know it. Goodness me. I think it's OBS crashing. I mean, like I say, the 2 times it's happened, Football Manager didn't close. Just everything stopped. So... oh, that's such poor defending. Oh, my word. You absolute clown. What was that finish? Amazing. Well, then. Oh, we've got some proper XG now as well. Recruitment focus is also fixed. That's good. There you go. See, we were a little harsh on them earlier in the stream, but I'm just going to shill for them again a little bit. I'm not helping myself here, am I? But they've done quite well there. They broke it, which was bad, but they've fixed it in 6 hours? And the fixes come out at nearly 9 o'clock at night. They are clearly putting in some long shifts at the moment to try and get this game into a finished condition for Tuesday. Corporate Kev is back. I know. I want to go on a cruise. They have never paid me a penny. Actually, that might not be true. They might have once reimbursed me for parking. But other than that, they've never paid me a penny. Right. Here we go. Let's try and win the football match. Let's try and win the football match. The football match. The football. That's my new song. So what was changed since yesterday? If you rewind back to the start of the stream on YouTube, first 5 or 10 minutes of the stream, we went through the change list. So yeah, full details of everything that changed for today are on there. But then we've had another release just now, which seems to have fixed. It created a load of problems, which now seem to have been fixed as well. So yeah, it's been an eventful one this evening, boys and girls. But I think we are now operating on what, touch wood, seems to be a fairly stable game again, like it was yesterday. The amount of energy drinks and coffee being consumed at SI must be crazy. Yeah, exactly. First few minutes of the stream, this is a new one. Not on YouTube, it's not. It's all one stream on YouTube, which is the only place you can rewind, isn't it? YouTube's clever. It puts them all together. Unlike stupid old Twitch. Come at me, Uncle Jeff. I'm not afraid of you. Oh, fiddlesticks. I'm not calling it Nen. I don't care. It's a stupid mispronunciation. This is not ideal. I'm making a habit of getting FM'd in important rivals matches. I don't care for it. I just need shouts back. That's what it is. I can't see out games without my beloved shouts that make so much difference. Please let me shout. crash the game. It's too late. Right, how's that league table looking now? Because we're still sixth. 11 games to go. We are still sat in the playoffs. This is still an incredible overperformance. Oh, of course, I did activate Rewind on Twitch. Well, rewinding on Twitch won't help you because, as someone else said, it's a separate stream. It's the third stream of the evening on Twitch. But the question was asked on YouTube anyway. So over on YouTube, they can rewind to the start of the stream and see the change list there, which they've probably already done. Seeing loads of YouTubers wanting to rebuild Man United. I mean, it's an obvious save, isn't it? That's why I did it for the alpha. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Do a football. Football. Do a football. I wanted to throw the water bottle yesterday. Just throw your own water bottle in your own house. And then when you realise how silly it is to throw a water bottle, you'll never want to do it in game again. So does that rewind actually work on Twitch then, that I activated yesterday? Because Matt might still be here. If he finds out I've been in the Twitch settings, he'll be furious. I'm not allowed to touch any of that. Hopefully he's gone back to bed because he's seen the stream hasn't crashed. Bum, 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 bum. Claiming Neen is wrong. And now this. Jesus. I'm not going to say it the silly way. You know it's Neen. You can read. I've seen you read. You know that word says Neen. Sorry, Matt. I'm the one who told him to fiddle with the Twitch settings. Exactly. All I did was turn on rewind, which I didn't know was a thing. Most British thing ever. Apparently there was a croquet match between Northamptonshire and Cambridgeshire to decide how to pronounce the river. The actual official prize and the wrong team won. What? The Northamptonshire lot won, did they? Ugh. Well, we never changed how we say it. So I guess we didn't honour the prize like true Cambridgeshire people. It did, but it froze my stream when I tried to go back to live, so I had to refresh. Okay. I think it can only rewind for as long as you were on for. Because I tried to rewind Ben's stream yesterday. Because when I went on there, the first word I heard was Kevin. I was like, well, we'll rewind this and have a look to see what's going on. And it wouldn't let me rewind. But then I'm not a sub, so that might be why. I've got Twitch Turbo, is that what it's called? So I don't watch adverts anywhere. Does that not let me rewind? Do I have to be a sub? I'm not giving him a fiver. Yes, I'm an egomaniac who likes to hear his own name, but not that much. You do get rewind with Turbo. Yeah, it wouldn't let me work. It wouldn't let me do it. My Turbo didn't turb. The Nen River does exist, but it's in China. Well, there you go. Argument over. Thank you very much to the Luke J on YouTube. Team selection advice does not change your team. Oh. Oh, crumbs. I didn't even look. I just assumed it did. Oh, that's fine, though. That is a perfect... I think it does. That's not the team we played in the last match. I accidentally went autopiloting, so I was chatting with you lot. I forget we're in a promotion race. Maybe I'll just go back to quick pick. You can only rewind that specific stream whilst it's live, so any crashes will create a separate stream. Okay. That was Northampton's third win from 35 games. You're welcome, Cobblers. We just don't want them to get relegated. We want to play them again next year. We're probably not going to go up. Oh, that's lovely football. Ooh. Nearly. Let's get the league table on. This is what's important around here. We're still up in 6th. Look how far out. Cardiff are on 80 points already. For us to get promoted in the same season as them would be a travesty. They're 26 points ahead of us with 10 games to go. I would have thought that the king of diplomacy and everyone's opinion being valid would accept that both pronunciations can be correct. No. I'm afraid not. I draw the line somewhere and apparently it's there. I've officially been pushed too far. I can't call it Nen. My forefathers didn't declare independence from Northamptonshire for this. Because Peterborough used to be in Northamptonshire, boys and girls. Many moons ago. But we fought for our independence so we could start pronouncing the name of the river correctly. And we won. I am the king of diplomacy. Did Peterborough move? No, Northampton retreated. That's why, depending on how old you are, as a Posh fan, the rivalry is either Northampton or Cambridge. Because for my dad's generation, who grew up with Peterborough being in Northamptonshire, Northampton are big rivals. For my generation, who grew up with Peterborough being in Cambridgeshire, Cambridge are the big rivals. And apparently Arsenal have just scored. And my stream is behind on the screen, so I can look up and watch the goal happen in real time, which is handy. Who does a football? There you go. When Airy scores. Beautiful. Lovely old stuff. We're losing. How is that okay? Right, come on then, you buttholes. Do a football. What is happening? Why are we getting FM'd constantly? It's the new update. We were fine until this new update that came out half an hour ago. It's broken my tactic. That's the usual excuse, isn't it? The new update has ruined my promotion push. Who do I sue? I preferred it when it was buggy and crashing. But we were winning. It's a price I'm willing to pay. Can we roll back to the previous version? How do you do that? What I'm going to do, by the way, when I want to shout, just so I feel like I'm doing something, I'm just going to toggle my subs on and off like that. And that's my new version of shouting. Or I might do this. Just so I'm clicking something. There you go. That was a shout. That's another shout. It's good. It's a good system, I think. Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. There we go. Do another one. Oh, look. Topher's turned up. Oh, he hasn't had his mod status revoked yet. We need to get on that. Got any more absolute filth lies for us, Topher? What have your sources told you this time that I'm just going to read out on the internet because you're going to post it in the most idiotic order ever? For anyone who wasn't here, Topher, literally in our private chat, typed out a rumour that he'd heard, typed another message about said rumour, and then about 30 seconds later, after I'd read them both out, said, by the way, don't share that, it's a secret. And then it was a lie anyway. No, I didn't. Right, well, hold on. Right, we've got receipts. Let's get Slack open. Let's go through exactly what's happened here, shall we? He's asked for this. Right. Message 1. Mr. Maggio is saying international mode just dropped. Message 2. If he's wrong, you can shoot him. Message 3. Not public. Message 4. Okay, I'm going away until I know more. Message 5. Ha 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 ha. Message 6. No. Message 7. I'm so sorry. I will shoot him. Message 8. Genuinely sorry. This is the final twist. Message 9. In all caps, I can confirm he is joking. At which point, I read it out. Message 10. Don't. Message 11. FFS. Message 12. I'm never doing that again, that's for sure. Again, sorry. Going away now. And there we go, boys and girls. Oh. So is international football out? Get Si Maggio in here. I notice he's hiding. He's got a lot to answer for as well. He's literally got Sports Interactive in his name. He'd know. Get Sports Interactive Maggio in here. So yeah, I am hiring. If anyone wants a job as an editor, I've got a vacancy about to come up. So, is he still there? I'm just interested, just wondering. His mod badge is gone. I genuinely haven't done that. Twitch has just punished him without me needing to get involved. Phenomenal. He's unmodded himself. Oh, good Lord. How have you unmodded yourself, you buffoon? He did it himself. Seriously, go to bed. We'll release the next video tomorrow afternoon. How has he unmodded? He was literally a channel admin. How has he unmodded himself? Oh, my word. Yeah, I have no idea how to... I have no idea what to do now. You weren't just a mod, you were a channel manager. You were the channel manager. Right, if it's anything more complicated than /mod, it isn't going to work. There you go. You're a moderator. You're not a channel manager anymore, though I don't know how to do that. So you might not be able to download the VOD. You might actually have to start using the recordings that we spent an entire afternoon setting up for you and you haven't used yet. Yeah, he is the work the space of mods. I have never known, I've been on Twitch 10 years now, I have never known somebody unmod themselves before. I genuinely didn't know it was possible. Goodness me. And now we're losing 3-0 as well. Was that the aliens or was that just a bad camera angle? I clicked off it. There, I've done it again. I clicked off it too quick. I think it was a bad camera angle. Oh my word. This is what sleep deprivation does to a person, boys and girls. Right, we are not having a nice time all of a sudden. 2 defeats since the new patch is not ideal. Yeah, the channel manager position is now open. I need a new editor. What a stream. What a fun time we have here, don't we? I wonder how much of this is going to make the edit. It's because you loaded, the RNG has been reset. Boo. We love RNG. I'll apply for channel manager. The thing is, he doesn't even need it anymore because I made him channel manager so he could download the VODs. He doesn't need the VODs downloading anymore. He literally has high resolution versions of everything he needs that go into Dropbox automatically after every stream. Matt literally spent hours setting it up. And he hasn't used it yet. Hello, Kev. This is a first time chat. Should we see where this is going? Hello, Kev. What is an Orton? And why is there so much of Peterborough named after it? You'll actually find in Peterborough, there are multiple places where you have like a group of areas that are variations on the same area. So Orton is just like a suburb of Peterborough. And then you've got multiple Ortons. You also have multiple Bretons, multiple Hamptons. Do we have any other multiple locations? I think they're the 3. But yeah, it's because Peterborough was part of the Newtown scheme that led to the creation of places as glorious and esteemed as Milton Keynes and Stevenage and Welwyn Garden City and Letchworth, and basically all these places up the A1 and Milton Keynes. And there was lots of concentrated house development over the course of most of the last 50 years. They do it in waves. The current wave they've been building for about the last 20 years is the Hampton wave. I think there's like 4 or 5 Hamptons now. And Orton was a previous wave of city expansion, as was Breton. I don't know what it is. I think it's named after Randy Orton, would be my guess. Dupe, thank you very much for 6 months. What a hero. Dupe's in. Dupe, do you know any good editors? Mine's lost his mind. I need a new one. I need a Mapmen episode on that. I mean, it's not just the weird areas of Peterborough. Across the Fens. Oh, should I say? I used to be part of something called the Multiple Fenland Village Collecting Society when I was at school. I don't know how I wasn't diagnosed until I was 40. But basically, in the very, very early days of the internet, we're talking like 98, 99, we built a really dodgy website where we would go around collecting multiple Fenland villages. For example, there is I lived in one. I lived in a place called Deeping St James. There was also Market Deeping, Deeping Gate and West Deeping. 4 multiple Fenland villages. If you went to all 4 of them, you'd get a full Deeping. There was various of these across the Fens. We had a full list of all of them. If you went to all of them within all the places, you were awarded a full Fenland. Only 3 people ever achieved a full Fenland. But yeah, it's just a weird East thing, I think. We've got nothing else on. We don't have any motorways, so we have weird stuff like that. But yeah, I'm the proud holder. I never got a full Fenland. I do have a full Deeping and a full Gedney, though. If you're looking to check my credentials. So, I am pretty cool. Oh, dear me. Has Topher gone to sleep now? Interestingly, amongst all this, the football's gone off on the TV. I don't know when that happened. It's not finished, has it? It's just... Sky Sports Plus has crashed now. My entire Skybox has crashed. What's the score in the... Is it still 1-0? Just I hate technology. It's all broken. The screen is literally just locked up. Locked up. It says English League Cup 2025-2026 on a black screen, and that's all I've got. The patch broke my skybox. It seems that way, doesn't it? Now I'll never know if Arsenal are still in the Moose Cup tomorrow. I might not be able to sleep tonight as a result of that. Oh! Now it's a full black screen. We are restarting, I think. Right, is this working now? Yes, it is working. My skybox is rebooting. You'll all be excited to know. It's taken its time. Still 1-0 to Arsenal. Liverpool are losing 2-0. Who are Liverpool playing? I've not really been paying attention to what the other matches have been. Right, we're playing Orient. We need to win because we've suddenly got rubbish again. If we lose this one as well, we can only assume that the patch has broken everything, which would be upsetting. Spurs are losing 2-0 to Newcastle. Don't talk to me about Spurs. I don't need to hear that name. Palace. What, Liverpool are playing Palace? Was that the answer to that question? Liverpool don't like playing Palace, do they? Liverpool don't like playing anybody at the moment, but they especially seem to not like playing Palace. Look at that beautiful suit. I need to see a setup like that. I need a jacket like that. Man City aren't losing. Liverpool are pretty much playing a full team of reserves. That's their excuse, is it? Arsenal are doing the same, but beating Brighton currently. There's levels to it, clearly. Arsenal are literally playing somebody up front I've not heard of. Right, there we go. We are back in the game. Still 1-0. Is this 26? Yes, this is Football Manager 26. On patch 4 of the beta now, I guess we're on. This is the one that's given us bad form, and I'm very upset about it. Yeah, it's now until the 4th. We're on the early advanced beta. It's a little buggy. Just a smidgen buggy. From what I'm hearing on SI forums, the new patch seems like a hot mess. I mean, it seems like an upgrade on the one we had this afternoon. The one we had this afternoon was a disaster. How up to date is the thread that you're looking at on the forum? The one this afternoon broke everything, but they seem to have now fixed it. Or at least the stuff that was bothering me. Like I said earlier in the stream, the bugs we've had so far, that's a lovely take from Dembele. A lot of the bugs we've had so far haven't really bothered me because they're impacting areas of the game I'm not that interested in, that I don't really do. Bojan's a wonderful man. The bugs that they introduced today as a special treat felt like they were targeting me. It was like 3 or 4 things that directly impact the way I play the game. So I was having an unhappy time for an hour and a half, but they do seem to have fixed them again. I'm hearing the new patch has international football included. # confirmed. He's so fired. I don't even know what he was. What? I don't even know what the game plan was. What was he up to? Trying to work out his motivations. I think he's seen a message from Sai in their group chat and been like, "Oh, I got to tell Kev immediately," and not thought it through at all. It's sensational. I'm going to try and talk about it as much as possible, so he has to include it in the edit. Because then he unmodded himself, remember. Remind me, next time we score a goal, we'll talk about Topher unmodding himself. So it has to go in the video. I genuinely didn't know you could do it. I'm tempted to try and unmod myself and see what happens then. Why am I scoring such good goals that I'm getting beaten every game? 7-time streamer, showdown champion. I've just got a natural ability for the game that is not really equaled anywhere. Plus, I'm using a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress, but I don't think that's related. Maybe trying to actually get fired. Yeah, maybe. I mean, He only has to ask. At this rate, there might not be a video tomorrow. At this rate, there shouldn't be a video tomorrow. He needs to sleep. Is Tony streaming every day as well? Because he's editing for Tony as well. If he's staying up all night editing a video for me and a video for Tony, and then spending all day looking after his kids, no wonder he's losing his mind. Should I apply to University of Peterborough? I hear they've got some real top tier notable alumni. So maybe. I went there. Tony's streaming now. Is that where he's gone? Has he gone to unmod himself there as well? Oh, Arsenal scored again. Saka's sliding around on the floor. What is Saka doing on the pitch in a match like this? That seems unacceptable. Another hotfix. Surely not another one tonight. Surely you're just in the chat telling us about the one from half an hour ago, aren't you? 2-0 to Arsenal. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We don't see anyone else. There doesn't seem to be anyone else confirming a third hotfix of the day. At what point do they stop being hot if we get 3 in a day? They start to lose their heat after a little while, I think. Bob. We're still just outside the playoffs. Now someone else is saying another hotfix live. You must mean the one from half an hour ago, right? Restarted stream, no third hotfix. Okay. So it is just people who are popping in who, yeah, we were live as it happened, so we've already done it. It seems to have fixed everything that earlier on broke, which is progress, I guess. I think that's progress. I'm struggling to keep up a little bit. I think that's progress. Did I see the tactic video Musterman did? I did not know. I don't really watch FM content. Because if I did, I'd steal all their ideas. So I prefer to just steal their ideas from thumbnail and title only, so that I can have some plausible deniability. Oh, we just had a similar idea at a similar time. If I watch the video as well, then I'd struggle to not just steal the whole thing. So yeah, I try not to watch them. How much of that is true? Who knows? Who knows, boys and girls? I don't have time to watch Football Manager content. I'm too busy watching Lego videos. Random one, but where is good for a gaming laptop? Well, Johnny B1119, have I got the video for you? Just before the beta came out. What a goal! Oh, one moment, Johnny, all the numbers. I will be back with you. But I think Bojan's done a perfect hat-trick in this game, hasn't he? That was header, right foot, left foot. And the left foot one is an absolute screamer. Look at this. Wallop. Huzzah. And then Topher unmodded himself. What a wally, eh? What a wally. But yeah, just before the beta came out, me and Matt made a video talking about computer. Matt was talking about computer recommendations. I sat next to him smiling for 40 minutes. But there is a video on the channel that has all sorts of recommendations at different price points. It is good because it's not me recommending them. It's actually Matt, and he actually knows what he's talking about. So go watch that video. It's time stamped according to different price points, depending how much you want to spend. And then if you like one of the computers he recommends, be a dear and use the affiliate link for it down in the description, because then Matt gets paid. And if he earns enough through those, I don't have to pay him for being on the video. And I don't want to pay him because it's my money. My money. He can earn from the affiliate links. It's fine. Right. Are we back up in the you know what yet? 7th. With 9 games to go. It's going to be close, boys and girls. It's going to be very close. Had a new fix at 9:08 p.m. Yeah, but did you have one at about 8:30, or did you just open Steam at 9:08 p.m? Because I think it came out about 8:30, so we got it immediately. I don't think there's been another one at 9:08. How much longer am I streaming for? Until my computer crashes again, which it hasn't done since we've had the new hotfix. So that implies, and obviously Matt will confirm using his magic powers, and I'll be able to tell you tomorrow. My suspicion is we've had our first 2 FM26 crashes this evening, because it's only happened in that 90 minutes or so we were streaming on the hotfix that was very broken. So I suspect they were caused by FM. But we shall see, I guess. Is Bojan top scorer? What, in the league? He's probably not far off, is he? Miles Leeburn, of course, is the top scorer, who we tried to sign. He got a hat-trick against us. Let's look at the top scorers. Do we know how to do it? We're figuring it out. There we go. So Bojan's joint second. 1 goal behind Miles Leeburn, my boy Miles Leeburn. Are they all big lumps? So Leeburn's 6'7". Bojan, I think, is 6'4", 6'3". Are any of these going to be under 6 foot, or is it the same meta as FM24? Okay, he's minuscule. 5'8". Where is the rest of him? He's 6 foot. Is there any more familiar names in here? Miles Leeburn is now dropped down to 9th. What's happened here? Oh, it's average rating. I was going to say, Miles Leeburn's so good, he's on the list twice. Let's try that again. Leonard is joint 13th. He had a really rough start with us, but he's ended up scoring a decent number of goals. Not too shabby. Hang on, have we picked a team? What match? Oh, yeah, we have. When did we do that? Who are we playing? Rotherham. Okay. You're on. Liverpool are actually going to lose 7 in a row. Is it already up to 7 in a row? When's he getting sacked? I have a question on YouTube. Let's have a look. Kev. Greg sausage roll, Frey Bentos steak and kidney pie, Melton Mowbray pork pie, rank them. I mean, they're 3 entirely different categories. To me, you've got breakfast, lunch and dinner right there. And I don't see why you have to exclude any of them. But if we're talking about a proper Melton Mowbray pork pie from Dickinson and Morris, see, this is a subject I know about. If you're talking about a proper Melton Mowbray pork pie, that's number 1. Greg's sausage roll can go last. I am going to be potentially controversial. I don't really rate a Greg's sausage roll. I'm more of a go to a proper butcher for a proper sausage roll kind of guy. Greg's sausage roll is all right at a push, but if I'm going to Greg's, I'm probably getting a pepperoni pizza or one of those bacon and cheese turnover things. I'm not that into the sausage rolls. I actually prefer the vegan sausage roll to the normal one. So Greg's sausage roll can go last and Frey Bentos pie will be in the middle somewhere. If you'd have said Frey Bentos steak and kidney pudding, it would have been a tougher ranking. But yeah, on those 3, a proper Melton Mowbray pork pie, comfortably clear. Is it safe to come out yet? I don't know. Are you going to unmod yourself again? I'm making sure to mention you unmodding yourself as every goal goes in, just to make sure you don't accidentally leave it out of the video. I feel like people on YouTube probably want to know, and you probably want them to know. Did you know Frey Bentos isn't named after a person, but rather a place in Uruguay? I'd never really thought about what it was named after. But that does make sense. I mean, Frey Bentos doesn't really sound like a human name. Is Frey a name? Rank breakfast, lunch and dinner. Breakfast is the best. I love breakfast. I'd have breakfast every meal if Anna would let me. Breakfast is best, then dinner. Lunch, I'm a little bit indifferent to lunch. I usually just have a bit of whatever's lying around the house at lunch. Not like rubbish off the floor, but leftovers from the night before or more breakfast. I don't often have a specific lunch. But yeah, breakfast is the one. Because breakfast, you can have just about anything, can't you? You can have it hot or cold. You can have it healthy or filthy. Breakfast's great. Lunch last, no question. Yeah, exactly. Lunch is obviously last. If I'm skipping a meal, it'll be lunch. I would never skip breakfast. In fact, if I got up so late, it's like, oh, I may as well not have breakfast. I just won't have lunch. I'll have my breakfast at 11 o'clock if I have to. You know, I'm not, but I'll miss lunch quite. Like, I had a cheese and pickle sandwich today. It's fine, but it's not like, I had dippy eggs for breakfast. Compare that to a cheese and pickle sandwich. There's no contest, is there? I love a dippy egg. I want a sausage and egg basrum now. I mean, I'm assuming you're trying to write balm, but bearing in mind how many different words there are for bread roll, that could be another regional one I don't even know about. Yeah, we could get the back map out. I think that's in the storage unit. For the record, it is a roll or a bun or a bap. Any of them are okay. Roll is the obvious one. We're not having balm or cob. They're both nonsensical. Cob is literally already the name of a different food. But we don't need to get into this. It's not the time. Right, come on. Football time. We're trying to get into the playoffs here. Worst one is bread cake. Well, isn't balm short for balm cake, which is even more... At least bread's already a word. Frey Bentos did a chicken curry pie back in the day. I imagine they still do. You know what I also like? A Finder's crispy pancake. I haven't had one of them for a long time. Do they still exist? If they do, I want one for tea tomorrow. Finder's crispy pancake, waffles and baked beans. What a dinner. What a dinner. That might be tomorrow's dinner. I need to go to the shop. What time does Sainsbury's close? We might have to end the stream early so I can look for Finder's crispy pancakes. Horse meat pancakes. I don't care what meat they are. They're delicious. It could be human. I don't care. Just get it in my mouth. Did I re-sign Favourite? Re-sign? He's never played for Posh before, has he? I can't click on him now. That's not a name I know from real life. I don't think we re-signed him. If you're telling me that boy played for Posh at some point, it's completely escaped my memory. Can they hotfix the subs being in order too? Get it on. Have you put it in as a bug report or a feature request? Because if you haven't, no. I got some turkey Twizzlers a few years back. Turkey Twizzlers, I don't really remember. Anna talks about them. I think they were very much a school dinner thing, not an at-home thing. So we got some a few years ago and they were rotten. It's like flavoured turkey parts. But yeah, I always took packed lunch to school. So yeah, I don't remember much school dinner stuff. Cheese and ham crispy. Yeah, cheese and ham. But cheese and ham one's the best. I tell you what I also like, which I have had within the last year because I saw them in Sainsbury's. The Bernard Matthews turkey things with cheese and ham under the breadcrumbs. I can't remember what they're called. It's like turkey, cheese, ham covered in... Oh, it's amazing. They are incredible. I'd have that every day. I've just hydrated. What about chips, cheese and gravy? I don't like wet chips and I don't like cheese on chips. Anna's certainly a chips, cheese and gravy kind of human. Your boy Liam Delap's been sent off for Chelsea. I thought he was injured. I thought that's why they were playing Guiu. Yeah, Turkey Escalops. That's what I'm talking about. So Liam Delap signed for Chelsea, got injured, came back and immediately got sent off. He's not having a nice time, is he? I'm now not having a nice time because we're losing. Stupid football. Hamwedges used to be... I'm not sure I'm familiar with Hamwedges. Palace are 3-0 up at Anfield. In all seriousness, then, boys and girls, if we've got any Liverpool fans in, is Slot in danger of being sacked within 6 months of winning the league and spending £500 million? Wouldn't that be fantastic? If they've lost 7 in a row, what would it take for him to be sacked? How much longer does this run have to go on for? Unless Klopp is willing to go back. So this run of form has to go until Christmas, then he gets sacked. Interesting. It would be sensational. Can you imagine? Because he'd forever go down in history as an absolute flop of a manager. Won it with Klopp's team without doing any transfers. Then got to build his own team and it absolutely fell apart. Spent more money than any other manager in one season in history and it all fell apart. He'd never get a job again. Yeah, I'd be calling him in for a meeting. That's for sure. Sorry, late to the party, but this... Has anyone seen this on YouTube? Someone called FM Console has put out a video today showing apparently what the console version looks like. Has he? FM Console, bless him. Does anyone remember that Darren Brown special from years ago where it was about, he was doing that con where you convince people you have all the betting tips right? And you basically start with a massive group of people and you give both of them 2 different outcomes, and then the ones that win you take through to the next round, and then you split them in half, give each of them 2 different outcomes. FM Console's Football Manager leaks are a bit like that. he does so many of them. And then the ones that he gets right get retweeted everywhere. And the rest get forgotten about. I think he broke the news that we weren't getting windowed mode or any of that stuff. But let's have a look. It's an 8-minute video. Have we got sound on? No. I just want to see pictures, really. Let's have a look. What have we got? Oh, hello. Okay. I mean, this one... I take it all back. This one's legit. Someone's literally got it in their hands. All right, fair enough then. Well, that painted my wagon, didn't it? AI, how many fingers have they got? Can't really tell from this angle. Do we actually... Oh, hold on. Here we go then. I mean, it looks legit to me. We're not going to sit and watch the whole video. This all looks familiar, doesn't it? How has he got this? Has he actually got the game then? Or so it's identical. I mean, this kind of does confirm. I mean, I'm in two minds about it because I've said on stream many, many times, I mean, it looks rough. Goodness me. It looks really rough. Is that actually game? Oh my word, that looks rough. Yeah, that footage has been photocopied about 6 times, hasn't it? But the UI is identical, which does confirm what everyone's been saying all along, that they've built it for console. And now they're trying to shoehorn it onto a PC. I mean, there's literally nothing different on that screen, is there? Yeah, Topher, what's Cy Maggio's take on this? Console will have it locked until the 4th, physical copy or not. I bet. I mean, will it? See, what I'm finding interesting, not that I want to poo-poo the whole thing, but every one of these screenshots is conveniently cut so that this is a beta message at the bottom on PC is missing. It's all cropped, so you can't see that bottom left-hand corner, and it looks identical to the PC version, which does make me think this is just somebody who's captured this footage on the PC version and cropped it. There is a cursor, but I mean, that's not to say there can't be a cursor on PC. But that screen is cropped. It's cropped down here. So I don't doubt that the image is real. I think that's a legit shot. I think that's a real image. I think somebody has got the game. As you can see, it's still sealed. Someone else has said it'll be locked on console. Because remember, these days, console games aren't on the disc. The disc literally just unlocks it so you can download it. So I think that's legit. This is all just captured on PC and zoomed in a bit. So I think you take it with a pinch of salt. I don't know if that's the conclusion he comes to in the video. I don't know what that is. Oh, we've got a transcript. I didn't know you could do that. That's so cool. Yeah. Is that the conclusion he comes to in the video? I think the footage is fake, but the game case is real. It only had 790 views. What's the chat saying? Yeah, I mean, that guy's hit the nail on the head. Very happy, to be honest, massive upgrade. And that's the thing I think people are forgetting. PC play. Oh, look at that. It's a good video in the recommended. There's a couple of good videos in the recommended on it. So what happens when we're logged in as Topher. All right, Luke. Somewhere we've been. That looks like that's very familiar, Luke. Goodness me. Yeah, this version of FM26 that we've got might be a downgrade on PC. It's a huge upgrade on console. If we've got the exact same version, then console wins and gets a huge upgrade, which I think we're forgetting. I guess time will tell. Time will tell, boys and girls. We've only got a few days to wait. Let's play a football match against Wimbledon. Well, they're just built with both in mind. Making both similar isn't a bad thing. Oh yeah, I agree. There'll be plenty of footage of me from the last 2 or 3 years. It was one of my favourite rants, talking about all the games that I think I used Civ 6 as an example. So it was before Civ 7 came out. I used Diablo as an example. FIFA, EAFC I used as an example. But there's so many examples of games that look absolutely identical, whether you play them on PC, console, tablet, mobile, handheld. They look absolutely identical. And my question was, why can't FM? Why does FM have to be a completely different game for PC and console and tablet and mobile? Why are we doing that? Why don't we just bring it all together and have the same experience on all of them? So I've got nothing in principle against them doing that. It seems like a logical direction to go, as long as it doesn't make the experience much worse on PC. As someone who played Civ on PC for years and more recently has played it on handheld, I've not seen it as a huge downgrade to the PC experience. But I know some people have. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We will see. Yeah, Minecraft's another good example. Fortnite, yeah. It's the same no matter what you play it on. So there's not an obvious reason why FM needs to be completely different versions on everything. How long until you go for a pentagon save or whatever number of sides right now? I mean, I've only ever done that once as a Let's Play, I've done it once in 10 years on YouTube. I did it twice over the course of FM24. Once as proper videos, once as young person videos. I doubt I'll do it on 26. It's not something I do regularly. We'll be back to the normal shape of the year, hopefully. We'll do Non-League to Legend will start next week and I'll run through till like February, March time. By which point we'll have the January transfer update out and we'll do a second save, which will probably be a one club save somewhere else in the world. And that'll take us through to the summer when we'll have the new international football module and we'll do an international football thing that coincides with the World Cup happening in real life. And then it'll be start of the new football season again. So we'll do a short little thing that will start August time and run us through to the new game. And that'll be it. That'll be the shape of the year. We'll only have 3 saves on YouTube anyway. There's no need to do stuff like pentagons to fill the time. So yeah, I doubt we'll have to loop back round to it. When do you suggest I start a low league save? Well, I'm starting on Tuesday. Loads of people complain that Fallout 4 was built with both in mind. Now one of the best-selling RPGs in history. Yeah, exactly. We just did a football goal, boys and girls. Kev Will is asking for thumbnail for this one. I'd rather not have one where I've got my head in my hands and a big unmod button appears. I mean, that is generally the theme of the entire stream, though. Simaggio's face with liar written across it is another option. Or we could focus in on the hotfix completely breaking the game and then it getting fixed halfway through. Because the first hour and a half of the stream was those 2 big crashes and moaning about everything that was broken. And then second half of the stream, it's fixed. So you could look down that route. Who modded himself, Topher. Chief mod extraordinaire. Editor. Steward at MK Dons. Amongst all of his jobs that he's done. Is the Non-League Legend rules video out this week? It'll be out on Monday, I should think. Because the 4th's Tuesday, isn't it? So I'll bring the rules out Monday. I've got to decide how I'm changing the rules. I need to have a ponder. I need to sit there with the game open and just have a little look and work out what the rules are actually going to be. Because like we can't have a no player search rule because scouted players are now hidden in player search. So we're going to need to We're going to need to tweak the rules. I need to have a little think about how the rules will work. But yeah, that video should be out on Monday. We're back, boys and girls. Board just decided I can only have 10% of transfer revenue. Ha! Been down that road many times before. I've started a new low league save and there are some serious traps you need to avoid, like do not click on the director of football when in a job interview. You'll exit the interview. I mean, that was a thing on FM24. I've done that on stream before. Clicked out of an interview and not be able to get back in. Yeah, the rule will likely be you have to keep the scout players only tab on at all times. Can't flick that tab off. Staff, we don't need to. Oh, that I love that. Oh, he scored that goal already this season. That one hasn't gone in. I do like that goal though, when the big tall striker gets there ahead of the goalkeeper. What was I saying? Yeah, staff we don't need to mess with because we'll probably just do that the same way we've always done it. I.e., put adverts out for key jobs, but mainly leave it to the director of football. What else might need to tweak? Maybe we don't need to change too much. Yeah, job offers are coming in, so we don't need to worry about job offers. That was one of my concerns. I need to emphasise that we could end up at a women's team. We are going to have women's teams loaded in every nation we've got loaded. So there is the possibility of us ending up at a women's club. Just to make sure that the sexists just don't start the save. Just in case. I don't want them kicking off part way through. Boobs. I hate boobs. We don't need that halfway through. I don't know how likely it is that we'll get offered a job at a women's club. Football. We've got corners working. Which is good news. Could a future non-league agent start in the WSL2? Yeah, absolutely. Hiring staff by adverts is quite annoying as you can't see if they're at all capable in one glance. I mean, I couldn't before anyway. The managerial vacancy screen is not good. Can't apply all. What star reps are the big women's leagues? The big women's leagues. We'll have a look in a second. Have we got women's leagues loaded? I think we've got women's leagues loaded in this save. We can go and have a look. Certainly in terms of salary, I think there's the possibility for the top women's teams to pay more than like National League men's teams. I don't know how reputation-wise it compares. And I don't know if anyone's got any experience of managing a men's team and being offered a women's job, if that even happens, or whether it's treated as like two separate types of job. I don't really know. Right, let's just make sure we've got the game saved because we're still hovering. That I think we'll call it there for games for tonight because that gives us 7 to play tomorrow to try and get into 7 in the playoffs. Let's have some confidence. But we should, if we have a look, is it WSL2? Is that what we're looking for? So that is this. Durham. Let's see what their reputation is. So national reputation. So how does that compare to, I don't know, League 2? Ah, I see. Show me all the League 2s. Where's League 2? Just League 2 of the Football League, please. Anyone? No? No League Two. Fine. Okay. We'll go in this way then. League One, go down one. So Cheltenham, regional. So the WSL2 teams have a higher reputation than League Two teams. So if they also pay more money, certainly reputation-wise, there's a chance of those jobs being seen as a step up. There's a few national reputation teams, but a lot of these are regional. So if that also corresponds to money, so like he's earning $1,500 a week. And then if we look at Durham again, he's earning, yeah, see, that's going to be the problem. His reputation is pending. But it's half the money. So I don't know how likely it is to happen. We'll have to see, I guess. Fairly sure men's and women's have their own respective reputation system. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? It'll be all part of the fun. We're going into the save with that big unknown going in. It might be that Cardiff have already gone up. It might be that we don't end up managing a women's team, which is fine. We don't ever go into non-league to legend with a plan of where we're going to end up. We always just start and then just follow the story where it goes. So we'll see. We shall see. But I think we are going to wrap the stream up there because we've got just the right amount of matches, including the playoffs, to end tomorrow night's stream at Wembley, eating a hard-boiled egg and celebrating promotion to the Championship. So we will wrap it up there. We have got a couple of YouTube videos coming out tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, this, by the way, is reliant on YouTube processing my videos quickly. I haven't mentioned it all evening, but the Arsenal video today didn't come out until 4:30. So it took 4 hours for my video to process on YouTube this afternoon. So this 4K experiment might be short-lived if that's a new thing. But 11 o'clock in the morning, we should have 500 years in the future. And then Arsenal transfer window at 4 o'clock. That's the plan. That is the plan. And of course, you'd have the highlights to this stream at some point. We're sending Topher to bed, though, without any supper. But for now, I will say toodle pip. Topher, if you want to arrange a raid, fill your boots. Otherwise, I will say goodbye. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. Toodle pip.